Okay, so just sitting up nice and tall. Find a comfortable seat, whether your legs are crossed or out in front of you a little bit, so you can sit up so tall. So really checking in with your posture here. Draw your navel in, lift your heart, bring your shoulders up, back, and down. Bring a little bit of space underneath your arms. Tuck your chin just slightly, and just close your eyes here for a few breaths. Just bring that focus into the room, to your breath. So just getting in touch with how your body feels today. And with each breath, I want you to think about bringing that breath in and getting even taller through your spine. Keeping that height in your body, even with your exhale. Just letting that exhale relax you. Your shoulders relax down, but you're still keeping that tall, long height through your spine. Just noticing that full breath. So it's not shallow, but really deep, getting deep down into the bottom of your lungs where that oxygen exchange is that most efficient. Long releasing exhales. Tuck your chin just slightly. Open up your eyes. Slowly let your head tip over to the left. Let your right arm hang down towards the floor. Loosen it up, actually. Shake your shoulder and your arm out a little bit. Really lift tall through your spine. Your head tips over to your left. Now just close your eyes. Nice and slowly bring your head down and around the front. Go slow. Bring your chin down towards your chest. Slowly bring it over to the other side. And then bring it right up to the center. Hands go back onto your thighs. Big circle around with your shoulders up, back, and down. Lift tall through your spine. Draw your navel and tuck your chin slightly. And let's tip your head over to the right. Let that left arm hang down. Shake it out a little bit. Just loosen up that shoulder, that arm, so you feel that long stretch through the side of your neck to the shoulder. Lifting your heart up nice and tall. Just let your head hang heavy over to the right. Nice and slowly bring your head down and around the front. Go slow. Bring your chin down towards your chest. And slowly bring it over to the other side. And bring it back up to the center. Big circle with your shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Bring your arms up overhead with a huge breath in. And arms down by your sides. If your legs are crossed, cross them the other way. Arms up overhead with a huge breath in. And bring that right arm down and reach way up to the sky and slowly arch it over. Come on up tall with an inhale, both arms up. And arch it over to the other side. Come on up tall with an inhale. And exhale over. Inhale tall. And exhale over. Get that nice cleansing breath flowing through your body. Arch it over. Get that long side stretch. Inhale tall. And exhale over. One more time each side. So tall. And exhale over. Inhale tall. And exhale over. And come on up tall. And then slowly turn to your right. The left hand goes on the outer thigh to assist with that rotation. Turn just a little bit more. Draw your navel and really lift tall through your spine. Come on up tall to the center and slowly turn to your left. Right hand goes on the outer thigh to assist with that rotation. Turn, get that detoxifying twist. Draw your navel in. Come on up to the center with an inhale and turn with your exhale. Inhale tall, exhale turn. Inhale tall, exhale turn. Inhale tall, Exhale, rotate. And come on up tall. Arms down by your sides. One more big circle with your shoulders up, back, and down. Nice. So we're going to start to stand up nice and slowly. You can move your blocks off to the side if they're there. Take your time coming up. Standing up nice and tall. Draw your navel and lift your heart. And you're going to step your right foot a small step back. Take the right hand to the sky and open up. It's a big circle with that right arm. And then step together. Take your left arm to the sky. Left foot steps back. Open up your chest. And then bring your feet together. Step the right foot back. Inhale. And exhale. Feet together. Inhale. Step that left foot back. And exhale. Step together. Big circle around. Inhale. And exhale, step together. Left foot back, inhale. You're really opening up your heart here. And step together. One more time each side. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale, feet together. Come on up. Both arms up to the sky. Look up to the sky. And then fold it all the way down. But take your time, especially that first time. Go slow. Knees are bent. Halfway lift now. Straighten your legs without locking and bring your heart forward. Hold this here. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Feel that stretch with the back of your legs. Take your time here. Bring your tailbone to the wall behind you. Your heart forward. Then bend your knees deeply and hang heavy down towards the floor. Turn the top of your head down. Your knees are soft. Give me a few big circles with your shoulders. Circle them around. Release down towards the floor. A few slow motion nods of the head. Letting that breath flow. Complete breath. And then bring your hands to your elbows and ragdoll. Hold on to your elbows. Let your upper body hang down. Feel that length through the back of your legs. Feel the length through your spine. Let's lift your forearms and chest up towards the front end of your mat. Then slowly fold it down. Hang heavy down towards the floor. You can do a few rocks side to side, or maybe make a semicircle around your feet with your forearms. And just hang heavy down towards the floor. Hands release down to the mat. Halfway lift again with an inhale. Fold down with your exhale. Come all the way up. Open your heart. I want you to squeeze your glutes to support the back, to lift your heart up. Look up, and then all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold down with your exhale and come into chair pose. So sit back into chair. Draw your navel in. Lengthen your lower back down. Now I'd like you to imagine that you're squeezing a block between the knees just to get those inner thighs to engage, even the outer thighs, because you're not actually letting the knees go together, but you're just activating those muscles. Spin your thumbs and biceps to the sky. Bring your arms up a little bit higher so they're right by your ears. Sit back into the heels. You should be able to wiggle those toes, then place them back down to your balance. One more huge breath. And fold it down. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold down with your exhale. Step it back into a plank position. So hold your plank here. Press your hands into the mat to firm up the shoulders. Bring your heart forward. Look to the front end of your mat. Draw your navel up towards your spine. Squeeze your quads, squeeze your glutes. Bring your heels to the end of the mat. Tap the right knee down towards the floor. Hollow the belly as you lift your knee. Tap the left knee down, hollow your belly. Now both knees go down almost to touch, hollow, and then straighten. And when you straighten, squeeze your quads and glutes. Tap the right knee down, lift. Left knee down, lift. Both knees down and squeeze and straighten. Tap the right, hollow. Tap the left, hollow. Both knees down, hollow your belly and squeeze. Tap right, lift. Tap left, Lift both knees down and squeeze. Wake up your core. Get that connection. Feel it. Both knees tap down and hollow. Still look to the front end of your mat. Singles, now double. Tap and lift. We have 2 more cycles. Both knees down. Last time. Tap, lift, hollow. Both knees down. And now press back to your downward facing dog. Nice work. Feel that first downward facing dog today. Check in with your body, how it feels. Bring your hips back. Feel that awesome stretch through your calves, through your hamstrings, and get that length through your arms and your shoulders, through your spine. Biceps rotate in towards your ears, upward towards the sky. Look towards your toes so the top of your head goes towards your thumbs. Come way up onto your toes with a breath in. Heel towards the floor, breath out. Bring your hips back. Again, way up onto your toes with your inhale. And heel towards the floor, exhale. Let's lift your left leg to the sky. Turn and open your hip to the side. Bend at the knee. Get heavy in the right heel. So straighten the arms, square your shoulders back towards the floor. And extend your leg, bring that foot down to the floor. Lift your right leg to the sky. Turn and open your hip to the side. Bend at the knee. Get heavy in that left heel. Straighten the arms, square your shoulders back towards the floor. And extend your leg. Bring that foot down, come forward. Let's go down to your knees. Now turn the eye of the elbow forward, the triceps to the back of your mat. Slight lift at the hip, connect with your core. Slowly lower, hugging your elbows by the sides of your body, and then press up. I want you to go slow, even if you're just going down a tiny bit. Maybe you can go so your shoulder and elbow are the same height from the floor, and press up. Lower down, push up. One more. Lower down, and push up. Let's lie all the way down on your belly. Extend your arms out in front of you. Look down to the mat. Just claw your hands forward. Let's lift your left arm up. Let's lift your right leg up. Get nice and long here. Try to center yourself so your hips and rib cage are square to the floor. Keep lifting that left arm. Keep lifting the right leg. Point your toes to the wall behind you. Huge breath in. Reach and lower down. Right arm, left leg, lift it up. Get nice and long. Center yourself on the floor. Get so long. Keep reaching. Huge breath in and lower down. Opposite arm and leg. Lift and reach with your inhale. Lower down with your exhale. Lift and reach and lower down. Keep this going. Lift and reach and lower. Inhale and exhale. Full breath. Reach and lower down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Again, lift and reach and lower down. Get nice and long. Feel your body lengthening and lower down. Feel your back strengthening and lower down. 2 more cycles. Lift and lower down. Lift up and lower down. 1 more cycle each side. Lift and lower. Lift up and lower. Nice. Now bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. Hug your elbows in by the sides of your body. Relax your shoulders down. Tuck your chin so your neck stays long. Without any pressure in your hands, lift up for cobra. And then slowly lower it down. Lift up, breathe in. and lower down. Again, lift up, relax your shoulders down and lower. Again, inhale, feel the muscles in your back working and lower down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Use your hands now to push up. Come onto your tabletop position. Draw your navel up. Slowly turn your tailbone down, round your lower back, your middle back, your upper back. Press your hands into the mat and stay here. Bring your hips forward. Press your hands into the mat, really rounding your back. Then think about it. I want you to start with your tailbone. Start to turn your tailbone up. Slowly let your belly drop down towards the floor. Arch it and look forward with an inhale. Start with the tailbone. Slowly turn your tailbone down, round your lower back, your middle back, your upper back. Press your hands into the mat, turn the top of your head down, and then come to neutral spine. Walk your hands forward, then find your downward facing dog. Bring your hips back at nice and long here. Bend your knees deeply, look forward. Let's walk to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, fold down with your exhale. Come all the way up, open your heart up at the top, then all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale, fold down, exhale, step back into your plank position, take a flow here. Lower down, you could go to cobra to the floor or up dog. Relax your shoulders down, press back for your downward facing dog. Nice. Bring your hips to the back. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Let's lift your left leg to the sky. Turn it, open your hip to the side. Bend at the knee. Get heavy in that right heel. And extend your leg. Come into plank. Bring the knee to the opposite elbow. So you're going to hold this here and you're going to pull your toes up from the floor. Now bring the knee to the outside of your left elbow and straighten the back leg. Tap it over to the right elbow, tap it over to the left. Bring your knee up a little bit higher, hollow your belly a little more, tap to the right, tap to the left. Keep tapping, keep looking towards the front end of your mat, hollow your belly. We got 2 more. 1 more time, bring that knee up, knee and press back with an inhale. Nice, come to warrior 1. Ground your back foot and come on up. So sink into that lunge. So your hips are forward, feel your back foot. Lift your front toes up in the front, spread them down wide. Nice, relax your shoulders down. Just hold and breathe here. Notice your breath. Notice your pose. And bring your arms behind you. You're going to make your hands into fists and place them into your upper glutes. Bring your elbows towards each other, open across your chest. Still sinking into the lunge. You can keep your hands here or bring them together. You can put a strap between your hands or a shirt. You can bring your hands to the wall behind you, open across your chest. You can stay here or humble warrior, hinging at the hips. You don't have to fold over, but if you do, you could rest your left shoulder on your thigh or come close to it or fold on the inside of your leg. Turn the top of your head down, hands to the sky or towards the front end of your mat. Don't forget, bend still into your lunge, still sealing your back foot. Draw your navel up. And bring your hands to your lower back. Bring your hands to the floor. Go onto your toes in the back and push off. Step it forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold down with your exhale. Come all the way up. Open up your heart at the top and all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold down with your exhale. Step back to your plank and take a flow. Use your strength here. Slowly lower. Use your breath here. And then press back for downward facing dog. Bring your hips back. It's so long. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Lift your right leg to the sky. Come into your plank, knee to the opposite elbow. You're going to hold this and pull your toes up from the floor. Press your hands into the mat, hollow your belly. Knee over to the outside of your right elbow. Excellent. Now tap over to the left, tap over to the right. Pull your toes up from the floor, hollow your belly. Bring the knee up a little higher. You can. Tap it over, tap it over. Look to the front end of your mat. Stay solid. Tap and tap, tap. Nice job. Just two more. Excellent. Press back with an inhale and come to warrior one. Nice. Sink into that lunge. Tuck your right hip in and back, left hip forward. Bend your knee in the front so it stacks right over the ankle. Seal your back foot. Lift those front toes up and then spread them down wide. Reach up to the sky. Relax your shoulders down. Be okay with that just sitting, smooth breath. Deep breath in. Bring your arms around and then bring your hands into fists into your upper glutes. Open across your chest, elbows towards each other, shoulders back. Sink into the lunge. Bring your hands together. You can put a strap between your hands if you need that space. Bring your hands to the wall behind you. Open across your chest. Sink into that lunge. You can stay just like this or humble warrior, hinging at the hips. Fold it down. Hands to the sky. Turn the top of your head down. Feel the back foot. Smooth breaths here. And bring your hands to your lower back. Bring your hands to the floor. Go on your toes in the back and push off. Step forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold down with your exhale. Come all the way up. Open your heart up at the top. All the way down. Halfway lift and fold. Step back to your plank. Take a flow here. Slowly lower. Breathe in, lift your heart. And breathe out, press back for downward dog. Get so long. Feel that length through your spine. Feel the space between your vertebrae as you bring your hips back. Lift your left leg. Bring it through to warrior two. Come on up for your warrior two pose. So your feet are a little bit wider, a little bit longer on the mat than your warrior one. Square your hips, draw your navel and lift your heart. Shrug your shoulders up, then release and lengthen out through your fingertips. So gaze over those front fingertips. Squeeze your right quads in the back as you straighten the back leg. Squeeze your left glute in the front to keep that knee from folding in so it stays in line with your toes in the front. Slide forward to lengthen your side. Turn your palm up. Reverse your warrior. Sink down into the lunge, reach up to the sky. That right hand can rest on your back leg, but just make sure it's not pressing on your knee. Your hand should be above or below the knee or under your leg or behind your back. You can maybe reach the top of your left thigh. Reach up to get even more length through that left side of your body. Slowly bring it back to your warrior two. Then forearm on your thigh, right arm overhead. Reach over towards that end of the mat. Press like you're stretching the right foot to the back of the mat. Rotate the right lung towards the sky. Sink into your lunge. Come back to warrior two with your inhale. Reverse with your exhale. Warrior two with your inhale. Side angle with your exhale. Breathe in, warrior two. Reverse with your exhale. Warrior two, inhale. Side angle, exhale. One more time each side. Inhale and reverse. Inhale and side angle. Come back to your warrior two. Reverse with your inhale, then windmill your hands to the floor. Listen, you're going to step forward, push off, halfway lift, inhale, fold down with your exhale, come all the way up, open your heart at the top, then all the way down, halfway lift, inhale, fold down with your exhale and step back. Take a flow here of your choice or go right to your downward dog. Breathe in to lift your heart. Breathe out to press back to your downward facing dog. Sway your hips over to the right. Slowly come to center. Sway your hips over to the left. Come to the center. So you're going to sway your hips side to side in slow motion. Each time you go side to side, you're also bringing your hips back to get even more length through those arms and your shoulders, through your spine. Nice. Come back to center. Lift your right leg. Come through to warrior two. So square your hips to take that pressure away from your knee. Draw your navel and lift your heart. Shrug your shoulders up and lengthen out through your fingertips. Nice. Gaze over those front fingertips. Really get low into your lunge. Draw your navel and lift your heart tall through your spine. Nice. Rooting down, grounding down. Solid and confident, tall through your spine. Slide forward to lengthen, turn your palm up and reverse. So relax the left shoulder down. So you're sinking down into the lunge and reaching up to the sky. That left hand can either be above or below your knee or under your leg or behind your back. Maybe it reaches the top of that right thigh. Reach to the sky with that right arm. Feel that length through that right side of your body. And come back to warrior two. Forearm on your thigh, left arm overhead. Feel that long left side stretch. Rotate your left lung towards the sky. Keep space between your right ear and shoulder. Press like you're stretching the mat back with that left foot. Come back to your warrior two with your inhale and reverse with your exhale. Warrior two with your inhale and side angle exhale. Warrior two, inhale and reverse. Warrior two, inhale and side angle. One more time each side. Come back to your warrior two and reverse. Warrior two, Side angle. Come back to your warrior two. Reverse with your inhale. Windmill your hands to the floor. Push off and step forward. Halfway lift with your inhale. Fold down with your exhale. Come all the way up. Squeeze your glutes. Open your heart up at the top. Then listen, come all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold down and stay. Walk your feet together so your toes touch. Your heels are apart a little bit. And let's sit back in your chair pose. So draw your navel in to lengthen your lower back. Sit back into the heels. Knees together, hands to your heart center. Deep breath. I'm going to turn to your left, and you have an option of your hand to your outer thigh to rotate, or upper arm to the outer thigh. Slowly turn to your left. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Sit back into your heels. Draw your navel in. Even get more rotation. Hold and breathe here. That right knee may want to slide forward. See if you can pull it back so your hips are square. Dive it forward with an inhale, still in your chair pose, and slowly turn to the right. Upper arm or hand on your outer thigh. Slowly turn to your right. Draw your navel in. Rotate here. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. That left knee may want to slide forward. See if you can bring it back. Keep the rotation here. Dive it forward with an inhale. One more time each side. You're going to slowly turn to your left. Hand or upper arm to the outer thigh. Rotate slowly. Tuck your chin. Stay here or open your arms up. Reach to the sky. And fold it down. Dive it forward with your inhale, still in your chair. Turn to the right, upper arm to the outer thigh or your hand. Rotate. Then maybe open your arms up here. And fold it down. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Step back and take a flow here. Lower it down. Use your strength. Breathe in. Pause in your up dog. Enjoy. Press back for your downward facing dog. Nice. Get so long here. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Look back towards your toes. Bend your right knee deeply, left heel towards the floor. Your arms are still straight. Switch it up and hold. Your arms are still straight. You're still bringing your hips back. Now use your breath. Inhale, one knee bends. Exhale, the other. Full breath. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Come way up onto your toes, both feet. Then heels equally towards the floor. Bring your hips back. Bring your feet together. Let's lift your left leg, squaring your hips to the floor for three-legged dog. Straighten your arms, keep bringing your hips back. Keep pressing your heel back. So you want to keep your hips square to the floor. So in the back, your toes point straight down. Lift your heel up a little more so your left glutes work to lift the leg up. That right leg, you're feeling a stretch of your calf and your hamstring, but also you're bringing stabilization to that right hip. Feel those right glutes engaged to hold the pose here. Lift your left heel up a little more as you squeeze your left glutes. Straighten your left leg. Bring your hips back. Really lengthen those arms. Excellent. Bring it through for crescent lunge. Find your balance on your toes in the back. Sink down. Bring your hands together. Clasp them together. Pointer finger and thumb are together. Fold your other fingers down. Reach up to the sky. Your arms go right by your ears. Sink down into the lunge. So squeeze your right glutes as you bring your right heel to the end of the mat. Stay here. Let's challenge your balance some. You can gaze forward a little bit. Start to raise your gaze up a little. Maybe bring them up over your fingertips. See if you can balance here. Feel all of those muscles engaging to hold your pose. Use your breath. Awesome. Bring your hands down to your heart center. Hinge from the hips and reach your hands to the wall behind you. Reach even further back and let your shoulders go back. But bend your knee more in the lunge in the front. Your knee is right over the ankle. Draw your navel and you need to use your core. So you're going to bend your back knee, and when you're ready, you're going to push off and lift up for your airplane pose. So square your hips. Toes point straight down. Straighten your back leg. Press your heel to the wall behind you. Your shoulders and fingers reach to the wall behind you. You can hinge a little more at the hips. You can rotate your toes straight down to the floor. Straighten your back leg. We have 3 more breaths. Nice. Now soften your knee. Bring your leg through, feet right underneath your hips. Shake out your legs. Nice work. Feet right underneath your hips. Come on up with a huge breath in. Open up your heart. And then all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Step it back. Take a flow, or you're welcome to go right to downward dog. Breathe in. And press back. Breathe out. Let's lift your right leg. Square your hips to the floor. Toes point straight down. Straighten the arms and get even more length as you press your heel to the back wall. Straighten your back leg. Lift the right heel up a little more so you feel the right glutes work to lift your leg up a little more. Feel those left glutes work to keep your hips square, stable. Straighten both arms. Bring your foot back a little more, like really get that length through the body. Square your hips, toes point straight down. Straighten the back leg. Lift your heel up a little more. We're almost ready. One more breath. And bring it through. Come to crescent lunge. Come on up. Nice work. Building that strength. Sink into the lunge. Bring your hands together. Pointer finger and thumb are together. Fold those other fingers down. Reach your hands up more to the sky. Your arms are right by your ears. Squeeze your left glutes and bring your heel to the wall behind you. Still sinking into the lunge. You can bring your gaze up a little bit or a lot, or maybe up over those fingertips. Smooth breath. Slowly bring it down. Nice hinge at the hips. Draw your navel in. Reach your fingers and shoulders to the end of the mat. Tuck your chin. Look back. Look right down to your toes. The knee in the front stacks right over the ankle. Get that connection with your core. And when you're ready, you're going to bend your back knee down and slowly lift up that back leg, coming into your airplane pose. You can balance here. You have that strength. Use your breath. Square your hips to the floor. Toes point straight down. Straighten the back leg some more and lift the heel. Hinge from the hips. Hold and breathe here. Nice. 3 more breaths. Reach your fingers and shoulders to the wall behind you. Square your hips. Straighten the back leg. Nice, and soften your knee. Bring those feet right underneath your hips. Then shake it out. Shake your arms out. Shake your legs out. Nice work. Come all the way up. Huge breath in. Open up your heart. All the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Step it back. Use your strength here. Lower down. Breathe in. Lift your heart. And breathe out, press back for your downward facing dog. Lift your left leg, come to plank and bring your knee in towards your nose. Pull your toes up from the floor and hollow your belly. Press back with an inhale. Come to crescent lunge. Put your block on the inside of your front foot. If you don't have one, that's fine. But if you do, put it there and come on up into your crescent lunge. Hands to your heart. Hinge it over and place your right hand on the block. Bring your heart forward, then slowly turn to the left. Reach to the sky. Let your hips lower. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Reach up. Spread your fingers wide. Bring your forearm to your thigh and reach your right hand forward and bring your heel to the wall behind you. Get so long with a huge breath. And then turn one more time. Slowly rotate. Nice. You can keep your hand on the floor or block. Let your hips lower and let your knees stack right over the ankle. Fold your left hand behind your back. Bring that left shoulder back. And reach to the sky. Bring your hands to the floor. Step your back foot halfway up. Come up onto the tall end of your block, way up onto your fingertips. Turn your tailbone up and bring your heart forward. So make your spine parallel to the floor. Tuck your chin so the top of your head goes to that wall in front of you. Center your weight between both feet. This could be your pose just like this. If you feel that comfortable stretch of the back of your leg, maybe stay or take a breath in and fold it down some. You could turn your block, or if you don't have a block, you could use your hand on your shin. Just don't press on your shin, just gently touching. So you could lower it down some, fold it down. And this is where you really need to get in touch with your body, making sure it's not too intense. If it's intense, come up higher on the block or higher up on your shin. Find a comfortable stretch to the back of that left leg. Lengthening those hamstrings just brings so much relief to your lower back. Keep breathing here. Make those very small, slow adjustments, not to get more intense into the pose, but to get more comfortable in the pose. The more comfortable you are, the more you can relax in the pose, the more you get out of the pose, lengthening the left hamstring, even down through the calf, all the way up into your lower back. Hold and breathe here for 5 more breaths. Soften your knees and step it forward. Move your block off to the side. Come all the way up. Listen up. Turn to your right. Come on up tall. Turn to your left. Come on up tall. Turn to your right. Come on up tall. And left. Come on up tall. And all the way down. Halfway lift. Listen up. You're going to step your left foot back and you're going to go down onto your knee. If you do have a block or 2 blocks, use them. If you don't, you're going to bring your hands on your thigh. So if you have your blocks, put your hands on your blocks and walk them underneath your shoulders. In the front, your knee stacks right over the ankle. And again, you can have your hands on your thigh if you don't have blocks. Now, if you feel pressure in your back knee, press the top of your foot towards the floor. You want to have a comfortable hip flexor stretch here in that the front of that left leg. Okay, so maybe you crawl your knee back a little further, maybe you bring it a little bit further forward. You want it to be a comfortable stretch. Remember, be good to yourself, a comfortable stretch here. So if you can have your shoulders over your hips. Typically you might bend from the hips here, but see if you can raise your shoulders up over the hips. Get that hip flexor stretch here. Keep your heart lifted. Relax your shoulders down. Smooth breaths here. You can have as much pressure as you want in your hands, on your blocks, or on your thigh, or you can soften those elbows to get a little bit deeper in the pose. Smooth breaths here. Just 3 more full breaths. Think about that height and length with the breath in. Think about that relaxation with your shoulders relaxing down with your breath out. Hinge from the hips. Bring your hands to the floor. Tuck your toes under to lift that knee. Press back for your downward facing dog. Bring your hips back. It's so long here. Lift your right leg. Bring your knee in towards your nose. Hollow your belly. Pull your toes up from the floor. Press your hands into the mat. Press back in here. Come to your crescent lunge. Put your block on the inside of your front foot. If you don't have one, you can use your hands on the floor. Come on up. Deep breath in, hands to your heart. Draw your navel in as you hinge it over. Place your hand on the floor or block on the inside of your foot. Bring your heart forward. Slowly turn to the right. Reach to the sky. So let your hips lower some as you bring your left heel to the end of the mat. The knee in the front stacks right over the ankle. Keep space between that left ear and shoulder. Spread your fingers wide. Really reach up and open your heart to the right. Bring your forearm on your thigh and let's get a little more length. Reach your fingertips forward. Bring your left heel to the wall behind you. So long. Huge breath. And then slowly turn again. Reach to the sky. Sink into that lunge. Let's fold the right hand behind your back. Bring that right shoulder back, really opening up here. Smooth breaths. And reach to the sky, hands to the floor. We're going to step your back foot halfway up. Come up onto the tall end of your block or hands on your shin. So go way up onto your fingertips on the block. Turn your tailbone to the end of the mat and bring your heart forward so your spine gets close to parallel to the floor. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Center your weight between both feet. Huge breath in. Slowly fold it down. You can either slide your hands down some or turn the block a little lower. So center your weight between both feet. Think about lifting the right hip up as you fold your chest down. Feeling this awesome stretch to the back of that right leg. Make sure you make those small adjustments to get comfortable here. Really get in touch with how your body feels and what adjustments you need to make. Maybe you need to soften your knee a little more. Maybe you need to round your back a little more or fold down a little more. Find what works for you. 5 more breaths here. Nice. Now soften both knees and step it forward. Move your block. Come all the way up. Listen up. Turn to your left. Come all the way up. Turn to your right. Come all the way up. Rotate. Relax your shoulders down. One more. Inhale. Turn right. Come on up tall. And all the way down. Halfway lift. Inhale. Listen up. You're going to step your right foot back. You're going to go down onto your knee. If you have blocks, 1 or 2, take them and bring them underneath your shoulders and lift your shoulders up over your hips. Otherwise, hands on your thigh. In the front, the knee stacks right over the ankle. That right leg is behind you. The knee goes behind your hip. Try to make those very small, slow adjustments to get comfortable in that front right hip flexor stretch here. See if you can bring those shoulders over your hips, keeping your heart lifted. Tuck your chin slightly. Nice. Have as much pressure as you want into your hands, whether they're on the blocks or on your thigh. Listen to your body here. Nice. 3 more breaths. Nice, and slowly lower it. Move your blocks off to the side. Hands under the shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Lift the knee. Press back for your downward facing dog. Bring your hips back. It's so long here. Take a flow. Inhale forward. Exhale lower. Inhale, lift up. Relax those shoulders down. Come back or go right back to your plank position. Press up and then your downward dog. Lift your left leg, bring your knee over to the left of your wrist. We're going into half pigeon. You're welcome to turn onto your back and go onto your figure 4. Crawl your ankle over towards your other wrist. Crawl your back leg behind you. Come down onto your forearms. Widen your elbows, stack your hands or fists, rest your forehead down. So you want to be able to relax here in your pose. Feel free to come up on your hands, tuck your toes under and bring your hips a little closer. So making those very small, slow adjustments to get comfortable. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Allow that full breath into your body. Think about it, pulling that positive energy into the body. Long releasing exhale so you can fully relax. See if you can keep your focus on your breath. Maybe certain thoughts keep popping into your mind. See if you can let them go with your exhale, pulling your focus back to your breath. Let even your belly relax, your shoulders relax. Nice. And if that same thing keeps coming back into your head, maybe you need to think about it differently. Change the perspective. And then release with your exhale. 5 more breaths on this side, releasing all the stress on that left hip. And slowly come up onto your hands. We're just switching sides. So if you're on your back, just switch your sides for figure 4. Tuck your toes underneath behind you. Bring your hips closer. Slowly bring your ankle behind your knee. Press to the back wall and bring that foot down. Lift your right leg to the sky. Bring your knee over to the right of your wrist. Back knee down, toes out. So crawl your ankle over towards your other wrist. Crawl your back leg behind you. Come down onto your forearms. So square your hips and shoulders to the floor. You can widen your elbows, stack your hands or fists, rest your forehead down. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Make those small, slow adjustments to get comfortable so you can fully relax. Enjoy that smooth rhythm to your breath. Bring that health and nourishment into your body with your deep breath in. Just releasing stress or whatever your body or mind need to let go with your exhale. Pulling your focus back into the breath for 5 more full breaths. Slowly come up onto your hands. Tuck your toes underneath behind you. Bring your hips closer. Ankle behind your knee. Press to the wall behind you. Bring that foot down. Last downward dog. And then bring your legs around. Lying on your back. If you have a strap, bring it with you. If you don't, grab a sweatshirt or long sleeve shirt or a belt, or I'll guide you without anything. So arms by the sides of your body. Nice and slowly first lifting your hips and peeling your spine off the mat. 1 vertebrae at a time. Press your hips up, puff your chest up, open your chest, press your shoulders and upper arms into the mat. Press your hips up a little more, you can. Imagine that you're squeezing a block between the knees to get those inner thighs engaged, but don't actually let those knees go together. Press your hips up, feel your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes working. Get in touch with those muscles. Press your hips up, huge breath in, puff your chest, and then nice and slowly lower it down. Think about lengthening your spine so your hips go towards your heels as you slowly lower, release. Take your strap, if you have it, put it underneath your left foot, straight up to the sky. 1 hand is on each side of the strap. Your leg is straight up. Your arms are straight up. Hands can also go behind your leg if you don't have anything to hold. Slide your right leg out. Let some of the strap out to bring your shoulders back towards the floor. Your knee is soft. I'm going to pass both straps into the right hand. The left arm goes out to the side. Nice and slowly guide your leg, a tiny movement across the body. So you feel that hamstring calf stretch, but also in your left glutes and the muscles attached to your IT band along the left side of your leg. Slowly bring it to center, and you're going to put both straps into your left hand. The right arm goes out to the side on the floor. Slowly guide your left leg out to the side. Go slow. You can let some strap out or rest your elbow down, but I want you to open up that left inner thigh, right shoulder and hip towards the floor. Hold this here. Slowly release. Bring that left knee in towards your chest. Hold on to your shin. Huge breath in. Guide this left leg across the body over to the right. Left arm to the sky, left arm out to the side. So you're bringing that left shoulder towards the floor. Get that rotation here. Deep breath in. Slowly bring it back to the center. Place both feet on the floor so you can lift your hips up. I want you to center them back down to the mat. Then take the strap underneath the right foot, straight up to the sky. One hand is on each side of the strap. Your leg is straight up. Your arms are straight up. Slide your left leg out. Let some of the strap out to bring your shoulders back towards the floor. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Pass both straps into your left hand. The right arm goes out to the side. Nice and slowly guide your leg, a tiny movement across the body. Find a good place for you to hold. Slowly bring it back to center. Put both straps into the right hand. The left arm goes out to the side. Guide your leg out to the right. Go slow. Left shoulder and hip towards the floor. Open up. Feel free to let some strap out or rest your elbow down on the floor. Slowly release and bring that right knee in towards your chest. Hold on to your shin. Hug your thigh in close to your body. Huge breath in, and then bring this leg across the body. Take your right hand to the sky, right arm out to the side, right shoulder towards the floor. Get that rotation, that detoxifying twist. We did lots of twists today, rinsing it out. Bring that health and wellness to your body, boosting your immune system, improving your digestion, really rinsing it out. Hold and breathe. Slowly bring it back to center and place both feet on the floor. Lift your hips up. Center your hips back down on the floor. And now here's your opportunity to find the best place for you to relax. Maybe your legs just go straight out. Maybe you lift your hips and put your block underneath your hips and raise your legs up. Or scoot up to a wall with your legs up. Or the bottoms of your feet sandwiched together, your knees fall open wide. Arms out by the sides of your body, palms face up. Just let your fingers curl naturally. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Let all the muscles in your face and jaw and forehead relax. Huge breath in, being grateful for the opportunity and the effort that you've put in to bring in health and wellness to your body, to your mind. Long releasing breaths out so you can feel light and peaceful. And let's take another huge breath in together. Huge breath in. Feel that strength, that flexibility that you've brought to yourself through class. Long releasing breath out. If your legs are wide, use your hands and your outer thighs to slowly bring your knees together or bring your legs down, take the block out. So we'll all bring our knees in towards our chest. Hold on to your shins. The gentle rock side to side. And center. Take a huge breath in. Fold your whole body to the right with a releasing exhale. Slowly press up, coming to a comfortable seated position. So sitting up nice and tall. So draw your navel and lift your heart. Check in with your posture. Bring your shoulders up, back, and down. Tuck your chin just slightly. Bring your arms overhead with a huge breath in. Reach way up to the sky. Really get that height and lengthen your spine so that you can keep that throughout your day. And bring your hands down to your heart center, pressing your hands evenly but softly together, feeling centered, balanced, and strong. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. And thank you all for coming and joining me today. I hope you feel good. And you can see.
Thank you, Colin.
Thank
Namaste.
you. Namaste.
Thanks.
Have an awesome day. Hope you guys feel good.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. See you later.
Bye. Jack, looks like it's pretty sunny. You must be sweating out there now. Yeah. All right. Have a good one. Take care.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks.